Hey guys, what's up? This is Emmaleighkate, and I'm here with Physics and Osbo, who I completed Halo 4 with.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Now, Halo 4 is an FPS that was developed by 343 Industries and released back in November of 2012. Now, this title set records for numbers of sales for that series entirely. So, we kind of want to dive into the story, and we're going to talk about campaign. I can't even say that word. But go into campaign first, then we're going to go into Spartan Ops and eventually multiplayer. Now, the story begins 4 years after Halo 3 and mainly focuses on Cortana's story. So, I want to talk to you guys about what you think of the campaign itself.
Well, personally, I did in fact like that they talked about Cortana rather than Master Chief, and they kind of followed her through her journey of being sane, going through like crazy, I guess,
She became
situations with
rampant.
her programming. Yeah, she started going crazy throughout the campaign. It was quite noticeable.
I think that the graphics with the scenes were amazing. Like they looked really realistic.
Yeah, no, that was really impressive. Those are probably the best graphics on a game I've seen so far.
Yeah, it looks like a movie. Definitely when playing through the campaign and its 8 chapters, I felt like, aside from its cutscenes and plotline, the graphics itself, and then the large selection of weapons and vehicles that you can go through, were quite impressive.
I agree.
My driving skills are terrible. You guys don't get to witness that in the video because I didn't want to ruin it for you, but they're pretty decent at driving. But now for those of you guys that don't know, the story is playable on 4-player co-op. So it's not just single player and it's not just 2 people, it's all 4 of you.
I think this added to the playability of the game, personally, making it more fun when you're playing with friends or when you're playing by yourself. Some of the things that I ran into, though, were that you can only play it once or twice with yourself or by yourself, and then with a group of people because there's only so many difficulties with the same storyline.
Yeah, and for those of you guys that are watching, we completed this on Heroic. Like, we did not do this on Legendary. Don't judge us, we are not Halo players. Now, something that I liked about this game was that there wasn't only campaign that you could do co-op, it was also Spartan Ops. Now, Spartan Ops, I believe there's, 10 episodes that we did? Each with 5 chapters that started to come out, I think it was like the end of November. So there was one episode released every week starting at the end of November. Now, even though all 3 of us played it together, we did have a 4th at times. Some episodes only had 2 people, but you guys will see it. We did a complete playthrough on my YouTube channel, which I will be sure to link in the description. But what did you guys think about Spartan Ops?
When we first started playing Spartan Ops, I thought that it was very interesting, and the playability would have been there with them adding new missions every couple weeks. But like as I continued through it with you guys, I realized that the missions became very repetitive. As long as with the maps, they just kept replaying the same maps and same style of missions throughout the different chapters.
I agree that the maps were like super repetitive because as you guys will notice in the videos, it'll be a lot of the same gameplay, but it's almost as if like the further that you got, the harder that it got, but the missions were almost identical.
Yeah, definitely. When playing through, you noticed that they slowly got more difficult and more difficult as you went through the chapters. The one thing that I did notice as we were playing through it is that the connections were sometimes a little choppy when you were playing with your friends.
I agree. Like it was terrible for me. For Spartan Ops, I barely could move because it was really laggy.
I never really understood that though. I mean, I'm not sure like about the whole game engine, but you guys will hear a lot of bitching both by Osbo and Physics in the video, so I apologize about that early. But moving on, moving on from Spartan Ops to multiplayer. Now, what you guys are about to see is just a couple clips that I took from the game modes that we primarily played, simply because we're from Call of Duty, so they were the easiest for us to pick up. Now, what do you guys think about multiplayer?
Personally, I enjoyed the large selection of weapons, and then the way that 343 has incorporated DLC this time around, adding various different types of maps over a certain period of time.
My favorite gun was a DMR. I like that they brought that back.
So there you have it, guys. We gave you a little bit of taste of campaign, Spartan Ops, and multiplayer. So overall, I would personally rate this game a 9 out of a 10. What about you guys?
I give it a 9.
I'd probably give it about 8.5 or 9 for playability.
Hater.
And the different. I hate you.
But
Proven.
But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys like what you saw, be sure to go and pick up Halo 4. Also, be sure to check out our Let's Play of our entire campaign and playthrough of Spartan Ops. Also, check out 360icons.com for constant video game reviews by all three of us, or just by one for single-player campaigns. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed